Alright, what is up guys? Ed here bringing you a brand new video. Now today's video is going to be kind of different. Now usually in my videos, I'm joking around, I'm making like funny skits, I'm entertaining you guys, I'm making you guys laugh. But today I'm actually going to be talking about something serious. Now as you can see by the title, I'm probably going to title like graduated high school in like 2 years or something like that. Or like my story or something like that. Now many of you are probably like wondering like graduated high school in 2 years, like what are you talking about, bro? Growing up, I was very shy. I had really bad anxiety, really bad social anxiety, and just like being in a room with people I wasn't really comfortable with, I would just have really bad anxiety. My mind would race. I would have like panic attacks, stuff like that. My mind was just like always racing with like different situations I could possibly have in. So just take what I said right there and implement that of me going to school, or at least trying to. Now starting high school, those like stereotypical like fresh meat, like stuff like that. It wasn't like I was scared of that shit. It was just like the change from going to like a small middle school, from like this huge high school with like I don't even know how many people, like a couple thousand people in the school, something like that. I don't know. And just being in school triggers my anxiety like so much, like social situations, like I'm on my own. I just like thought of the worst possible outcome that could like happen. Literally sitting in a classroom gave me so much anxiety. I would literally be in classrooms and legit be having panic attacks while the teacher is just like announcing like everyone's name, like asking if they're here. I would be like sitting there like legit like dying. Like it was that bad. Like my anxiety was even that bad. I was afraid to raise my hand because I didn't want all the attention to be on me. Also, you know how when it's a first day of school we have to like say something like about ourselves? That even like gave me so much anxiety. Like I was so scared of even just doing that. Like, it was even to the point where I would legit just skip in the bathroom and just chill in there because I feel more comfortable being in the bathroom by myself than to be in a classroom. Just overall being in that school basically just gave me anxiety. So because of all that, I actually stopped going to school for the whole rest of the year. I think out of that first freshman year, I attended like the first week. And like people even like came to my house and like talked to me about the situation. It was, obviously like a kid not going to school, that's kind of illegal. So they came to my house, talked to me, and obviously they knew like I wasn't a bad kid, I wasn't on that like gang type shit. And they knew I was like different. They just found out that I was a good kid and I wasn't skipping school for the wrong reasons. I was actually doing it because of my mental illness. So during that year passing by, I had like tons of people messaging me because I had friends like that. I actually like I wasn't gonna say I was popular, but like a lot of people knew me. I grew up with the kids in my class, so people knew me, right? And all of a sudden I stopped going to school, and people were messaging me like, yo, why aren't you going to school? And I completely like stopped talking to everybody. Like cut everyone off. I guess I ignored them because I felt like they wouldn't understand me, I guess, or like I was scared of what they would think. Like one of the two, I don't really remember. It was like way back when, maybe like 2014, 2013, around there. The only reason why I had friends around that time was because I would play online, and I knew people from my school that played online, so I talked to like maybe like 5 people maybe. So yeah, if it wasn't for that, I would have like no friends, to be honest. So the next year is starting up again. Like school starting up, and my anxiety starts picking up, and my mom like starts talking to me about like going to school and going back, and I was like, all right, I think I can do this, and then I can come back, another year. I can just make up the credits that I missed last year. So I go to school again, same situation. I'm having like such bad anxiety, despise being in school. Like I hated life at that time. I just wanted to be at home, chilling, playing Xbox, man, where I was like safe, anxiety free, just escape from the world. Basically, that's my mindset was. Like I really didn't care about education or anything like that. I just wanted to be happy. I just wanted to be sane at the time. So I think I attended like 2 days of that year, and stopped going again. And at that point, I think like the school system kind of gave up on me. They were just like, all right, fuck this kid. This kid obviously isn't gonna graduate. He's just gonna probably drop out or something. So people used to come to my house and like help me, but they just like stopped coming. Also, they just like completely stopped coming. They were just like, all right, this kid is obviously not gonna go to school anymore. So like I was honest, like I was kind of relieved that they stopped coming, but at the same time I was like, damn, like they stopped caring about me. So I was like, oh shit, is that like how they view me, like as like a lost cause, I guess. I basically just go back to my gaming. I always like thought about being like a YouTuber because I saw like people were doing it, people were like making money off of it. So I always thought, you know, I'm gonna make this my job. I'm gonna do this too, man. I always had the like this dream, this mindset in my mind that I was always gonna do this, and like if I'm not gonna go to school, I'm definitely doing YouTube. I'm getting big on YouTube. That's gonna be my job. Like I don't know. I was just like a delusional dreamer. Like I wouldn't say delusional, but I'm still trying to make this my job, you know. But like just at that time, I was like, all right, fuck education. I'm doing this. And it was like really hard, I guess, because just growing up and everyone's like socializing in school and everything, everyone's like having a time of their lives. I'm just like chilling inside playing Xbox. But yeah, I also had like some friends, I guess. They used to like always like fuck with me and like pick on me and be like, yo, why aren't you going to school, bro? Like, what are you doing with your life? Like, what are you gonna do in a couple years? Like, shit like that. They were just like teasing me. I guess it kind of like motivated me to go to school and like prove them wrong and like graduate. But I was like at an all-time low. Like at that point, like I was like the saddest I ever been in my life, to be honest. Even though I was doing what I love, but I was sad because I wasn't doing what people want me to do, which is crazy now that I think about it. But besides the point, eventually the next year went on. Obviously I was older. I think I turned 16 at the time now. You know, my mind is like older now. I was more aware of my thoughts. I can control my mind more. My anxiety reduced. So third year, I was 16, going into freshman classes while my original class was going into their junior year, which is their third year. So I was a 16-year-old going into freshman classes. And it was honestly like really hard, to be honest. Like not just going back into society with my anxiety, but just socializing people that were so young, and me being so old. I felt like I really stood out, and it was so hard to like make friends and talk to people and like tell them my whole story and everything. It was just like really hard because usually when you see a 16-year-old as a freshman, you would think like, this kid's a dumbass, like what the fuck is this kid doing with his life, like why are you 16 and a freshman? I had explained at least like some people my story, people that I actually talked to, but other people didn't know. I guess they, at least how I thought, I feel like they viewed me as like a dumbass or like as like a low life, I guess. I don't know. And like plus all that and my anxiety, so I was like, oh shit, like it was hard, man, but I feel like it taught me not to care what people think. So like I actually had a girlfriend at the time, right? So me dating her, I obviously wanted to go to school because I didn't want to like stop going to school because I feel like she would have broke up with me, right? If I stopped going to school. So I was like, all right, you know, I need to fucking go to school, bro. I need to show this girl that I'm about to graduate. I'm about to get a good ass job. So that was my motivation, to be honest. Even though we broke up, fuck that bitch, by the way. So I feel like I was with her for that reason, to be honest, to like for me to go to school, because if she was never in my life, I don't think I would have finished out that year. Yeah, like I said, my anxiety was like a lot better. I was more aware of my thoughts. I was actually getting into spirituality a lot, like just aware of your own thoughts and like stuff about the universe. I know it's kind of weird, but and I learned to control my own thoughts a lot, and I realized like the thoughts that you are having are creating your reality, right? So my anxiety was just like obviously in my head. That's not how other people view life. So I just started like changing my thoughts, and I started to create my own reality. I think I missed about like 80 days. So that's a lot. I missed like 80 days of that year. But since like my past, they let like the absences slide. But but I still passed like all my classes. Like it's just my mind, like how it works, man. I always like stressed about like school because I was like, okay, yo, I need to fucking do this shit because I'm obviously like a freshman. I'm 16. I gotta get the fuck out of this school. I would still make sure I would stay after school. I would do all my work. I would be on top of that shit. Like, I always somehow managed to pass all my classes, which was pretty insane. Even some teacher gassed me very hard. He was like, yo, if you actually attended school every single day, you would be class president. I was like, what? I was like, stop, dude, stop. Yeah, somehow I passed all my classes at the end of that year, and I had about 8 credits, I think. 8 or 9 credits, something like that. I think it was 9, to be honest. Wait, no. I had about 9 credits, and I was like, alright, that's not too bad. Alright, so the next year, which was this year, I actually got put into a program called VLA, Virtual Learning Academy. Basically, you just do all your work online, right? And you get credits online. I guess you can say it was easier than regular classes because you get all your credits online. You can do it yourself. It's a little faster too. What is it, like 9, 10 months, something like that, however long we're in school for. I literally worked every single day. Like my life, I'm telling you, like my life was schoolwork, YouTube, sometimes socialize, and then just like sleep. Like if I wasn't doing YouTube, I was doing schoolwork. If I wasn't doing schoolwork, I was doing YouTube. You know, I was like literally just busy all the time. And I think I gained like 13, 12 credits, something like that this year. I don't know, but I worked so hard. And now that I'm like actually graduated, I feel like weird that I'm not like always doing something. I just made this video not for attention, like for you guys to feel bad for me. I made it to inspire people. Maybe if you're going down the wrong path, I guess you could say, well, I wouldn't say like not going to school is the wrong way to go, because you know there's different ways to be successful. But say you dropped out of high school, or maybe you're in the same situation as me, you stopped going to school, you can always go back, man. You can always do it, because believe me, if you say that you can't, I was in the exact same mindset as you way back when, and I still did it. It really is just a mindset. Just change your thoughts, man. And this goes for like anything, not even just school, for like YouTube, man, or creating your own business. It really is just a mindset, man. For example, back in January of this year, when I was doing all my schoolwork, I told myself I am going to graduate, and I envisioned myself making this video right now and uploading it to YouTube and inspiring people that I graduated high school in 2 years, and telling you guys that you guys really can do anything. Also, for mental illness, I'm pretty sure like literally 80, even like 90% of people in high school these days have some kind of mental illness, whether it's like anxiety, depression, etc. So if you personally do have that, you know, you're not alone. If you are in the same situation as me, try to get some help, try to talk to somebody, because they will help you. But yeah, that's been it, guys. Hope you guys do enjoy this video. Definitely share this video if it inspired you. Anyways, though, I'm about to do my outro. Like the video if you like the video. Comment whatever the heck you guys want to comment. Subscribe. And if you do subscribe, hit that bell to the race. Some of it is live. And yo, it's been it, guys.